Again, Palmyra, Temple of Bel, middle of the 1st century AD, CE. Close approximation to the style that Herod would have built at the temple in Jerusalem. Now you're looking over the ruins of Palmyra, Ottoman citadel on the hill, and we start to see green of the oasis. And this is the oasis for which Palmyra was famous, why it became a trading post. You can see the trees left in there. We have date palms, we have olive trees, and we have pomegranates. So the Temple of Bel on a high point in this basin, just on the edge of the oasis. You don't want to take any of the oasis for temple land. Palmyra is built in a basin, 3 mountain ranges, and the aquifer underneath that feeds this oasis is drainage. And looking from the peristyle corner towards the Holy of Holies, the cellar. We are outside the Temple of Bel. I'm just going to pan along so you can see the size of this courtyard, this inner courtyard. There's one corner, and we pan along. There's the center, which would have been the main entrance, actually rebuilt as a fortified position, probably, who knows. And then there's the south side, so gigantic proportion. Again, not dissimilar from the Temple Mount of Herod. We are at the Temple of Bel in Palmyra, 1st century CE. We're looking directly at the Holy of Holies, the cellar, and its surrounding columns. This is a wide Holy of Holies, so the entrance is actually on one of the long sides, because there were 2 gods, one at each end, and that probably followed the format of the older temple on this site, which there are multiple temples according to the archaeology going way back into the 1000 BC range. If this was a long style, we would be looking at the side, the short side, which is where the entrance to the Holy of Holies would be. Now this is actually about the closest we're going to see to the temple in Jerusalem. So if the temple in Jerusalem had not been rebuilt, the Temple Mount, what we would be seeing is this. You'd be looking at the Holy of Holies. It would be in a very similar style. Those capitals, which look plain at the top, would have been done in gold, and this would be the Temple Mount. It would have been as large as this, approximately the same size, and you can see the destruction set from when the Romans destroyed it. Similar to what probably the Temple Mount would have looked like had it not been for the ultimate destruction after the Bar Kokhba revolt. So the architect here and the cult here, sacrificial space. Over now, as we pan to the left, would have been where the sacrifices took place. So the sacrifices took place along the side with the entrance to the Holy of Holies in the temple in Jerusalem. The sacrificial altar would have been here on this side, the short side, and the basin to wash would have also been on this side. In this temple, they're on the other side. But this space, this is about as close as you're going to get in design, maybe more when we see Baalbek, similar design. This is it to what, if we were walking around Temple Mount today in Jerusalem, it would be looking somewhat like this.